My precious son, I see you. I see every struggle you face, every tear you hold back, and every doubt that crosses your mind. I see the silent battles you fight, the ones no one else knows about. I see how you press on when it would be easier to give up. And I want you to know, my son, that you are stronger than you realize, and you are never alone in this journey. Strength, as I have designed it, is not the absence of struggle or pain, but the ability to rise in the midst of it. The strength I have given you is forged in the fires of adversity and shaped by your faith in me. It is not a strength that depends on the circumstances around you, but a strength that comes from deep within, a strength that is anchored in my unshakable love for you. There will be times when you feel weary, when the weight of your responsibilities feels too heavy to bear. In those moments, I want you to know that it is okay to rest. It is okay to lean on me, to seek refuge in my presence. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your own. I am here, ready to take your burdens, to give you rest, and to restore your strength. Remember, my son, that your strength is not determined by how much you can endure on your own, but by your willingness to come to me for help. True strength is found in humility, in recognizing that you cannot do it all alone and that you were never meant to. I created you to live in relationship with me, to rely on my strength, my wisdom, and my guidance. When you feel overwhelmed, when the road ahead seems too long, come to me. Lay your burdens at my feet, and let me fill you with the peace that surpasses all understanding. Let me remind you that I am in control, that nothing you face is beyond my power, and that I have already prepared the way for you. Do not fear the future, my son, for I am already there. I know the plans I have for you, and they are good plans, plans to give you hope and a future. Even when you cannot see the path clearly, trust that I am leading you, step by step. Trust that I will never lead you astray, and that I will never abandon you, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. There will be moments when the challenges you face seem insurmountable, when the obstacles in your path appear too great to overcome. But I want you to remember this: the same power that created the heavens and the earth, the same power that raised my son from the dead, is at work in you. You are not powerless, my son. You are filled with my spirit, and through me, you have the strength to overcome anything that comes your way. The key to unlocking this strength lies in your trust in me. The more you trust me, the more you will experience the fullness of the strength I have given you. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't make sense. Trust that I am with you in every step, in every decision, in every challenge. When the voices of doubt try to tell you that you are not enough, that you do not have what it takes, remind yourself of who you are in me. You are my beloved son, fearfully and wonderfully made. You were created with purpose, and nothing in this world can change that. Your identity is secure in me, and because of that, you have access to a strength that the world cannot understand. Do not let fear dictate your actions. Fear may come, but it does not have to rule your heart. Instead, let my love be the driving force in your life. Perfect love casts out fear, and my love for you is perfect. It is constant, unchanging, and unconditional. No matter what you do or what you face, my love for you remains. And it is this love that will give you the courage and strength to move forward, even in the face of fear. You may not always feel strong, but strength is not a feeling. It is a choice. It is choosing to trust me when things are uncertain. It is choosing to keep going when you want to stop. It is choosing to believe in the promises I have made to you, even when everything around you seems to contradict them. And each time you make that choice, you grow stronger, more resilient, more like the man I created you to be. Do not be discouraged by your setbacks, for even in your failures, there is growth. Every time you stumble, every time you fall, you have the opportunity to rise again, stronger and wiser than before. Failure does not define you. How you respond to it does. And when you choose to rise, when you choose to lean on me for strength, you are already victorious. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it is full of opportunities to grow, to learn, and to deepen your relationship with me. Every challenge you face is an invitation to draw closer to me, to rely on my strength rather than your own, and to discover the depths of my love for you. And as you do, you will find that your strength is greater than you ever imagined, because it is rooted in me. Remember, my son, that I am with you always. I am the one who sustains you, who holds you up when you feel like you cannot stand, who fills you with hope when the world feels dark. You do not have to be strong in your own power, for I am your strength. And in me, you have everything you need to overcome. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen, called, and equipped for the path that lies before you. You are never alone, and you are never without hope. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and you will find the strength to face whatever comes your way. You are my son, and I am proud of you. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are, because you are mine. Rest in that truth, my son. Let it be your foundation, your anchor, and your source of strength. And know that I am with you, now and always. My beloved son, I want to remind you of something essential today. Every single part of your life is known to me. Every step you take, every thought that crosses your mind, and every challenge you face, none of it escapes my attention. You may sometimes feel lost or uncertain, as though the path ahead is shrouded in mist, but I am with you, guiding you even when you cannot see the way. I know that you often wonder why the path has to be difficult, why the trials you face seem so heavy. But I want you to understand this. There is a greater purpose to your journey. You are being shaped into something extraordinary, something far beyond what you can presently comprehend. Each hardship you face, each mountain you climb, is preparing you for the calling I have placed upon your life. Do not measure your strength by the ease of your journey, but by your ability to persevere in faith, even when the way is hard. Strength is not found in a life without obstacles. It is found in the way you rise to meet them. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, for transformation, for becoming more of who I created you to be. My son, the strength I have placed within you is not meant to be used only in the easy moments of life. It is designed to carry you through the darkest nights, the fiercest storms, and the most uncertain times. In these moments when you feel like you have nothing left to give, that is when you will discover the depth of the strength I have given you. It is not a fleeting strength, dependent on circumstances, but an eternal strength, rooted in me. You may feel weary at times, and that is okay. You are human, and it is natural to grow tired. But know this: I am the source of your strength, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. When you come to the end of your own abilities, that is when my strength takes over. I am not asking you to carry every burden alone. I am here, waiting for you to turn to me, to rest in my presence, and to allow me to renew your strength. There is no shame in feeling weak, my son. In fact, it is in those moments of vulnerability that you open yourself to receive my grace in its fullness. The world may tell you that you have to be strong on your own, that asking for help is a sign of weakness, but I tell you this: true strength comes from knowing when to surrender. It comes from laying your burdens at my feet and trusting that I will carry you through. You are never alone in your struggles, even when it feels like the world has turned its back on you. I am with you, closer than your very breath, and I will never leave you or forsake you. My love for you is constant, unchanging, and unconditional. No matter what you face, no matter how many times you fall, I will always be there to lift you up, to remind you of the strength that lies within you, and to set your feet back on solid ground. The road ahead may seem long, and there will be moments when you feel like you cannot take another step. In those moments, remember this: I am your strength. I am the one who will carry you when your legs can no longer walk, who will lift your head when your spirit feels heavy, and who will fill your heart with peace when the noise of the world becomes too much to bear. You do not have to have all the answers, my son. You do not have to know exactly what the future holds. I have already gone before you, preparing the way. All I ask of you is that you trust me, that you take each step in faith, knowing that I am guiding you. When the way seems unclear, when the road is hard, trust that I am leading you towards something beautiful, something greater than you could ever imagine. You were created for a purpose, and that purpose is unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. Every trial, every victory, every moment of your life is part of a greater story, one that I am writing with love and care. You are not defined by the struggles you face, but by the strength with which you overcome them. And with me by your side, there is nothing you cannot overcome. Do not be afraid of the challenges that lie ahead. They are not meant to break you, but to build you up. With each obstacle, you are growing stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You are being prepared for the purpose I have set before you, and that purpose is greater than you can imagine. Sometimes, the process of growth feels painful. Sometimes, it feels like everything is falling apart. But I want you to know this, my son. Even when things seem to be breaking down, I am building something new. Even when you feel like you are being stretched beyond your limits, I am expanding your capacity for greatness. Trust the process, for I am working all things together for your good. In the moments when you feel like you have nothing left, turn to me. I will be your strength, your refuge, your ever-present help in times of trouble. When the world feels overwhelming, when your heart feels heavy, find your peace in me. I am the one who calms the storms, who quiets the noise, and who gives you the strength to carry on. My son, do not underestimate the power of faith. Your faith in me is your greatest weapon against the trials of this world. It is your anchor in the storm, your light in the darkness, and your source of strength when all else fails. When you hold on to faith, you are holding on to me, and I will never let you go. Each day, you are becoming more of the man I created you to be. With each challenge, you are growing stronger, wiser, and more capable of fulfilling the purpose I have placed on your life. Trust in this process, even when it is hard, even when you cannot see the way forward. I am with you, guiding you, shaping you, and giving you the strength to rise above every obstacle. You are not alone, my son. You never have been, and you never will be. I am with you now, and I will be with you always. Trust in my love, trust in my strength, and trust that I am leading you toward a future that is full of hope, full of purpose, and full of joy. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that you are my beloved son. Nothing you face is too great for the strength I have placed within you. You are stronger than you know, because I am with you. And with me, all things are possible. My dearest son, there is a strength within you that is deeper than you know, more resilient than you can comprehend, and more powerful than the greatest storm you will ever face. This strength is not simply your own, for it is drawn from me, from my love for you, and from the purpose I have woven into the very fabric of your being. You are not defined by your circumstances. The world may try to place labels on you: success, failure, strong, weak, but none of those labels reflect who you truly are. You are defined by my love for you. You are my child, chosen, cherished, and called by name. Before you even took your first breath, I knew you. I crafted your life with great care, and I infused it with meaning, purpose, and strength beyond what you can imagine. The journey you are on is not easy, but it was never meant to be. Life is not a straight path. It is filled with valleys and peaks, storms and sunshine. There will be moments of doubt, times when you feel lost or uncertain. There will be times when the way forward seems impossible, when fear tries to grip your heart and hold you back. But, my son, do not be afraid. For I am with you, and with me, there is no such thing as impossible. You may feel overwhelmed at times, burdened by the weight of expectations, those placed on you by others and those you place on yourself. In these moments, take a step back and remember this. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. You do not need to earn my love, for it is already yours. You do not need to strive for perfection to be worthy in my eyes. You are already enough because you are mine. The strength I have given you is not the kind that depends on the opinions of others. It is not a strength that rises and falls with your circumstances. It is a strength that comes from knowing who you are in me, from understanding that your identity is secure. You are my son, and no failure, no mistake, no challenge can change that truth. When the world feels like it is pressing in on you, when fear whispers lies into your heart, telling you that you are not strong enough, not smart enough, not good enough, I want you to remember this. You are enough. You are enough because I made you exactly as you are, and I do not make mistakes. The gifts you have, the dreams in your heart, the passions that drive you, these were placed within you by me, and they are there for a reason. You may not always see how everything fits together, but trust that I do. I am the master of the universe, and I have a plan for your life that is greater than anything you could ever imagine. Sometimes, the road I lead you on may seem winding, and the purpose I have for you may not always be immediately clear. But trust that every step you take, every challenge you face, is leading you closer to the man I have called you to be. Each trial is not just something to endure. It is something that is shaping you, growing you, and refining you like precious gold in the fire. Do not fear the fire, my son. Do not fear the moments of struggle and pain, for I am with you in the midst of them. I am not just watching from afar. I am walking with you, holding you close, and carrying you when you feel too weak to stand. I never leave your side. Even in the darkest of nights, I am your light. Even in the fiercest of storms, I am your peace. I know it can be hard to see the way ahead when you are in the middle of a storm. I know how easy it is to feel lost, to wonder if things will ever get better, if the clouds will ever part. But I promise you, my son, the storm will not last forever. The clouds will part, and the sun will shine again. And when it does, you will see that the storm was not in vain. It was part of the journey, part of your story, a story of resilience, courage, and unwavering faith. Each time you face a trial and rise again, you are growing stronger. Each time you overcome a challenge, your faith deepens. You are not just surviving, you are becoming. You are becoming more of the man I created you to be. And that man, the man you are becoming, is capable of so much more than you can see right now. The dreams I have placed in your heart are there for a reason. They are not there to tease you or to frustrate you. They are part of the purpose I have for your life. Even when those dreams seem far off or out of reach, do not give up on them. I am the God of the impossible, and nothing is too difficult for me. What may seem impossible to you is just the beginning for me. Trust in my timing, my son. I know that waiting can be hard, that patience is often a difficult path. But I want you to know that I am never late. Every moment of waiting is purposeful. Every delay is a part of my divine plan. In the waiting, you are being prepared for the fulfillment of the promises I have made to you. In the waiting, you are growing in strength, in wisdom, in character. Do not despise the waiting. Instead, see it as a season of growth, a season of preparation for what is to come. And trust that what is to come is good, for I am a good father, and I desire only good things for my children. When you feel like giving up, when the road feels too long, too hard, too uncertain, remember this: I am your strength. You do not have to rely on your own abilities. You do not have to figure it all out on your own. I am here, and I am more than enough for whatever you face. My power is limitless, and I am always ready to pour out my strength upon you. All I ask is that you trust me. Trust me when things are going well, and trust me when things are hard. Trust me in the moments of triumph, and trust me in the moments of struggle. Trust that I am always working for your good, even when it doesn't seem like it. Trust that I have a plan for your life, and that plan is unfolding in perfect timing. You are my beloved son, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not your mistakes, not your doubts, not your fears. My love for you is unconditional, and it will never waver. Hold on to that truth, my son, and let it be your source of strength. You are stronger than you know because you are mine. And with me, you will always have the strength you need to face whatever comes your way. My precious son, there is a divine truth I want you to hold tightly to today, a truth that surpasses all human understanding. I am with you always. In the calm and in the chaos, in your moments of clarity and in your moments of doubt, I am right there beside you. You may not always feel my presence, but I am closer than you think, closer than your heartbeat, more present than the air you breathe. You are never alone, not for a single second. Even in those moments when you feel isolated, misunderstood, or forgotten, I am there. I have never left your side, and I never will. My love for you is constant, unfailing, and unconditional. It does not depend on your actions or your performance. I love you simply because you are mine. You see, my son, I have watched you since before you were born. I know your every thought, your every dream, your every fear. I know the deepest longings of your heart, and I also know the burdens you carry. There is nothing about you that is hidden from me, and yet, I delight in you. I find joy in who you are, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. There is no part of your story that I have not already written. I know the twists and turns, the victories and the setbacks. I know every challenge that lies ahead, and I have already equipped you with the strength you need to face them. There is nothing that will come your way that you cannot handle with me by your side. I know that at times, life can feel overwhelming. The weight of expectations, the uncertainty of the future, the pressure to be strong in the face of adversity, it can all feel like too much to bear. But my son, remember this: you were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. That is why I am here, to help you, to strengthen you, to walk beside you every step of the way. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are not a failure for having moments of doubt. You are human, and it is okay to feel vulnerable. In fact, it is in your vulnerability that you open yourself to receive my strength. When you acknowledge your need for me, when you come to me with your burdens, that is when my power is most evident in your life. Do not be afraid to lean on me. I am your heavenly Father, and I take great joy in caring for you. Just as a father delights in helping his child, so I delight in being your source of strength. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are weary, I am your rest. When you are uncertain, I am your guide. There is no moment in your life where I am not ready and willing to be everything you need.